To be or not to be is not a question of compromise. Either you be or you don't be.
These words reflect the essence of Golda Meir, a woman who led not by compromise but by sheer force of will and conviction. Today, we'll explore the remarkable life of Golda Meir, a pioneer, diplomat, and leader who defied the odds to become Israel's first and only female prime minister. From humble beginnings in Kiev to leading her people through wars and crises, this is the story of a woman who shaped the destiny of a nation. Golda Meir rose, the Iron Lady of Israel. Chapter 1. From Kiev to Kibbutz. Golda Meir was born in Kiev, Ukraine in 1898, into a world of violence and anti-Semitism. Life for Jewish families was marked by fear of the next pogrom, the next expulsion. Her father, Moshe, a carpenter, sought a way out, eventually immigrating to America in search of safety for his family. Golda's early life was a lesson in resilience. While her father struggled to find work, her mother Bluma opened a small grocery store, where young Golda helped behind the counter. These early years of hardship shaped her. She later recalled,
My mother taught me that life was about survival, not comfort.
In Milwaukee, Golda blossomed into a fierce advocate for justice. At just 14, she organized a fundraiser to pay for her classmates' textbooks, and by her late teens, she was immersed in the Zionist movement, driven by the belief in a Jewish homeland. She often said,
I never doubted we would have a state. I was just impatient.
In 1921, driven by an unshakable commitment to Zionism, Golda, at 23, made the decision to leave everything behind and emigrate to Palestine with her husband, Morris Meyerson. Life on the kibbutz was harsh, long hours of manual labor under the scorching sun. But it gave Golda a sense of purpose. Golda's resolve hardened in the kibbutz community, where she learned that leadership meant personal sacrifice. She once remarked,
I can do whatever is necessary, but I do it because someone has to, not because I enjoy it.
Chapter 2. From Kibbutz to Knesset, the political ascent. Golda's rise to political prominence was swift. She joined the Histadrut, the General Federation of Jewish Workers, where she became a leader in the Women Workers' Council, advocating for equal rights and opportunities for women. Here she began honing her negotiating skills, known for her straightforward, no-nonsense approach. She would later say,
Those who don't know how to weep with their whole heart don't know how to laugh either.
This combination of empathy and pragmatism allowed her to connect with people from all walks of life. During World War II, she became a key emissary, fundraising tirelessly in America for the Zionist cause. Her work raised millions for the creation of a Jewish state, and she became a symbol of hope and resolve. Chapter 3. The Iron Lady, Golda Meir as Prime Minister. Golda Meir's role in the birth of Israel was pivotal. In 1948, she was one of the 24 signatories of the Israeli Declaration of Independence. David Ben-Gurion would later refer to her as the only man in the cabinet, a remark that, despite its sexist overtones, highlighted the level of respect she commanded in Israel's nascent government. As Israel's foreign minister, Golda advocated for Israel's survival on the world stage. She was tireless, traveling the globe to establish diplomatic relations with countries around the world. In her view, Israel's future depended on international support.
We Jews have a secret weapon in our struggle with the Arabs. We have no place to go.
When she became prime minister in 1969, Israel was a country hardened by war but still fragile. She was dubbed the Iron Lady, long before the nickname would be given to Margaret Thatcher. This title reflected her iron resolve. She would not be moved, not by opposition, not by war, and not by personal loss. The 1973 Yom Kippur War was Golda's most difficult challenge. The surprise attack on Israel left the nation reeling, and Meir was faced with an impossible situation. She later admitted,
I think the best sentence I ever learned in my life was, I don't know. You can't know everything, and sometimes you have to accept that.
The war shattered her health and led to her eventual resignation in 1974. But it was not without reflection. In one of her most famous quotes, she said,
One cannot and must not try to erase the past merely because it does not fit the present.
Conclusion: the legacy of the Iron Lady. Golda Meir's journey from Kiev to becoming the Iron Lady of Israel is a testament to her strength, resilience, and undying belief in the Jewish people's right to self-determination. Her leadership, marked by compassion and iron will, remains a cornerstone in the history of Israel. She once said,
"I never wanted to be anything else but a Jew."
her legacy is more than just a chapter in history. It is a living reminder of the power of determination, vision, and above all, love for one's people. Teaser for next episode. As we close the chapter on the unwavering leadership of Golda Meir, we step into a different world, one filled with charm, wit, and social intrigue. Our next story is about a man who navigated the elite circles of New York with sharp observation and unparalleled storytelling. Truman Capote, the enigmatic writer behind some of America's most iconic literary works, lived a life as fascinating as the characters he created. Join us as we unravel the layers of his life and career, uncovering the truth behind the man who forever altered the world of literature.